All right, I'm in here in the big high tunnel, and I'm gonna go row by row looking for plants that are not doing well. That guy's still green. I'll let it go. But any tomato plant that's not making it, I want to go ahead and replace. So I just walk down each individual row, confirm viability, and then boy, that guy is barely cutting it, but he's still, we'll leave him for now. Another small one. That guy's not doing well. I think I'll go ahead and replace him. I'll repot this one, but he's not doing too well. So let me go ahead and get him out. And I see I have one right across from it, so we'll knock two out here in one stop. All right, this guy here does not have a leader, or not a very good leader. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and dig this guy up. And let me go ahead and I'll repot him. There's the roots there from it. So I'll just kind of stick that in the soil for now. We'll see if it wants to rebound or not. Once I have these guys replaced, I will turn the water back on and make sure their roots get nice. And I want to pick a big one, which that's not a problem right now. And stick that guy in there. I don't need this lower leaf down here. No reason to keep them. Let's go ahead and who knows what happened? Don't know. That guy's got a small leader, nothing to jump up and down about, but he still has one, so we'll leave him there. There we go. So I have that one replaced. Let's go over here and change out one right there. That guy's dead. There's no denying that. Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm checking everything out here again. This is Sunday, I think the 27th, 28th, April 2024, and I'm checking my rain gauge again. We're at 1.5 inches. Dumping this from our 2.8 inches 2 days ago. We had farmers market yesterday, so anyway, we were up early, and the rain actually felt like it came down easy, but I got up for some reason yesterday at 2 in the morning, stayed up, kind of a zombie by the afternoon, if you know what I mean. But I wanted to get on a good start this morning, and before Delia gets up and get our asparagus picked. So looking out here, we do have a lot of puddling going on. I see my pond is over the capacity right now, so it's certainly feeding the water down below. Want to just check everything out. The wind is much better. Once that storm went to our east, the wind did lie down, and that's something about Kansas that we kind of get accustomed to, is having these 15-mile-an-hour days, but you never get used to 20-mile-an-hour days every day, and that's what we've been having. So let me go ahead and we did pick last night, but look at how much asparagus is still growing here. You got to get in here and do a little weed cleanup in this zone, and it's a never-ending battle here. Let's run over here real quick. I see you got some water coming down, or pulling a little soil down here off of this small zone, and I saw that the corn was looking pretty good yesterday. Look at how things a swamp out here. The corn was really coming up pretty nice, and there it is. I can't go in it, I'm gonna sink like a rock. But yeah, corn's coming up very nice in here, and I gotta be careful because I have been in this spot over here before, and I have sunk coming off of it. Do have a little bit of soil loss there, but there's the potatoes. Now look at how much from previous videos these Yukon Golds have really come on. They were non-existent a week ago, and now I know I've done a lot of video footage, but boy, we're doing a lot. I need to get in here. I have some beetles actually in my potatoes. I actually had a dream that around 1 in the morning before I woke up yesterday, that I was going to get, and I think that's what woke me up, is I need to get out here and spray for these beetles, because they are in there. And I don't know if I can get lucky enough to show you one, but I do have beetles in my potatoes. There's a little bit of damage there. I want to get on it here, but there's no way for me to get inside of that unless I had a drone. And I wouldn't do it right now anyway with as much water as there is. A lot of ponding. You can see where some water has actually crossed some of the plastic mulch, but the plastic mulch has helped us out greatly. I can see that from washout, so that's a good thing. There's our squash, and I can't believe the way these guys are whipped around like a rag doll that I'm actually saying that there's still squash there, but there is. And boy, I am sinking out here. There's the peppers. Okra is in that row, and dill is up there. Maybe today you will visually be able to see some green beans. I'd like for there to be some of these beans to kind of fill themselves out a little bit. If you stand on one end, it don't look too bad if you look at individual spots. But you know, look at that. That's still coming up right there. That bean is still rising. There's another one coming. I think we could still have, there's one coming up. It's still happening, and the beans are looking a lot better. No reason to. And look how that row, there's a lot that are necking their way through this. So I think as far as green beans are concerned, what a nice stand in a couple of these rows where the conditions are a little bit better. I mean, I really appreciate, to Jeff McKinnon, I really appreciate, look at how well the plant spacing is on our beans on these. I mean, I know I got some gaps. That I don't think that's a planter spacing issue. I think those gaps are an environmental condition. But if I look at these beans, I mean, for the most part, I have perfect 4.5 inch spacing on it. And I've been noticing over here, and I'm not going to go back to over there, I will say, the corn has perfect 8.25 inch spacing. So by changing out that back plate that was worn on the finger pickup, and changing the brush on the finger pickup, that's what's making this, that's giving us fewer doubles, which I'll be honest with you, I only seen 2 or 3 doubles between the corn and the beans. I think that was just corn. Out of everything I've walked off camera. So you can't beat that. Then I've seen doubles on air seeders, so brand new air seeders. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Then I'm seeing the spacing being what it is. I'm just kind of looking here at the corn, but I mean, so I have a miss right there. I have a miss there, but if we look at it, I mean, it's a perfect rows that are happening. What that has done is that's saving us seed. That's saving us seed. It's keeping our spacing correctly, which will turn right around and allow for our ear corn to be consistent. That's what we're after. I don't need to have dumps of corn like I did a year ago. Now the corn is perfect spacing, or near perfect. There's one double right there, one. In that whole line, I see one from my vantage point. So very, very cool. Very cool that we were able to get that right. I knew there was some issues there, a little maintenance issues. Now that I'm seeing some of the results from that cost into our corn seeder, I think we paid $450 in parts. Well, we're saving that when we're talking for 10,000 seeds. I think it cost me roughly $200. Well, it doesn't take a lot of seeds to turn right around and create a savings by fixing a worn part. So happy about that. Let's go ahead and get this asparagus picked. I got to get that done. I came out here to our high tunnel and took a look at this. Did some replanting of there was one, 1, 2, I think I had to get rid of or replace 2 of my grafted plants right there. So what a shame that is. But everybody's looking so much better. I mean, look at them. Isn't that something? Time for me to get all of my stakes pounded in the ground. Get these stakes in the ground and start the weed, because these are going to be leaning. They're going to be tippy. So time to do it. Run in a little bit of water. I think my center rows here were just not getting enough water, so everything else is in pretty good shape, but I definitely needed some water on these plants, so that's what I'm running right now. So Well, I just finished harvesting in our small patch. I'm heading to the big patch. We lost, this particular patch has too many trees around it, and we had a lot of weed pressure the last 2 years, so this particular patch that we call the big patch, it really doesn't have as much asparagus as it should have. We do still have a lot of pressure on some of these weeds that I'm having to try to get in here and kill. There ain't no digging them up because there's tap roots. They're enormous, and I've tried it. But anyway, we still have quite a bit. Generally speaking, Delia and I, on an average slow day, does about 13 to 15 pounds. On an average big day, Delia and I will do around 25 to 29 pounds. And what is that variable? And it's weather. You start getting in your 85, 90 degree days, and all of a sudden that asparagus, it will grow. I'll show a video my sister gave me a great idea to do that my nephew has done, Wilson, and show you guys kind of how fast asparagus really does grow by just taking a few photographs and seeing where it is later on in the day. I'm going to get in here and continue doing this, but we do have, you know, quite a bit of asparagus here and there. You see, like there's a one there, but this particular crown, I've harvested one. I can see that, but you know, it's a little slower going over here. There's a small one coming up. Probably can't even see it on the screen, but I'll go ahead and get to picking this side. Well, one more picking is in the books. Had a nice morning harvest, so anyway, I'll come back this evening and we'll pick up some more. Now, Delia and I will wash the asparagus, get some of that dirt off of it, and we want to sell our asparagus at 8 inches in length, so you need to make sure if you're marketing your asparagus, there's two things. You don't want it to be too leggy, too tall, and you don't want it too short. No reason to cut the plant and lose that potential profit or opportunity. So anyway, you'll see us walking beside different plants, and we'll pick them up the next time, hopefully in there. But we had a nice harvest. We'll keep going today.